January 3rd, 2014. On a remote highway in Alaska, the temperature was minus 32 degrees Celsius. The snowfall was so heavy that there was no difference between the road and the sky. That night, a 911 call was received. The caller said only this: "The snow won't stop, and the thing standing outside, it looks human, but it isn't moving." The call lasted 14 seconds. Then, silence. From that location, 4 people were never seen again. Daniel Harris, 29, his wife Claire, and their 2 friends, Ryan and Megan, were driving from Anchorage to Fairbanks. A weather alert had already been issued: extreme snowfall, avoid travel. But they had already crossed more than half the route. At 9:40 p.m., their car's GPS froze. The radio played nothing but static. Then, through the snow, they saw a wooden lodge. The lights were on. The lodge looked old. There were no other cars in the parking area. The door was unlocked. Inside, the heater was running, but there was no one there. The guest book lay open. The last entry read, "If the snowfall starts again, don't look outside." Time written below it, 11:58 p.m. Claire said it was probably a joke. At that exact moment, they heard footsteps crunching on snow outside. Crunch, crunch. The footsteps stopped right outside the door. Ryan looked out through the window. Snow was falling, but in one spot, the snow was moving upward against the wind, as if something was standing there and the snow was shaping itself around it. Suddenly, 3 human-shaped silhouettes appeared outside the lodge. They didn't move. No walking, no gestures, just standing. Then the knocking began. Slow, gentle, almost polite, like something waiting patiently. The wall clock reached 12 a.m. Then the second hand stopped. Phones shut off. The heater died. Only the sound of the wind remained. Megan noticed something disturbing. Their footprints in the snow were disappearing, as if they had never walked there. Inside the hallway, there were footprints that looked exactly like theirs, but they didn't belong to any of them. In the basement, they found a locked room. Inside were photographs, different people from different years. On the back of every photo, the same words were written: "The snowfall took them." The last photo was them, taken from outside the lodge. At that moment, the knocking started again. This time, it came from inside the lodge. And the silhouettes outside now looked exactly like them, except they had no eyes. 3 days later, the storm finally stopped. Police found the lodge. The heater was still running. 4 cups sat on the table. Steam was still rising. But there were no footprints, only 4 human-shaped empty spaces in the snow, as if someone had worn the snow like a body and then walked away. Locals in Alaska say, if during a snowfall you see something standing completely still, remember, it's not watching you, it's waiting for you.
December 31st, 2016. In a small town near New York called Cold Spring Harbor, people were busy preparing for the New Year countdown. But at 12:07 a.m., the police received a call. The caller said only one sentence: "We didn't make it to the new year. It followed us." Then the line went dead. When the police arrived at the house, everything inside was normal. Lights were on, the TV was running, the New Year countdown was frozen. But the people living there were gone. And the CCTV footage that was recovered is still locked inside FBI sealed records to this day. This story is about Emily Carter, 26, and her 3 friends, Jake, Lauren, and Mike. To escape the noise of New York City, they rented an old colonial-style house for New Year's Eve. The house was built in the 1800s, white walls, wooden stairs, and a basement that always stayed locked. The owner said one strange thing before leaving: "Just don't open the basement after New Year." Everyone laughed. Such warnings are common with old houses. After 10 p.m., things started getting strange. Phone signals kept dropping. On the bathroom mirror, inside the fog, words appeared: "Not yet." The kitchen clock got stuck at 11:59. Mike thought it was a prank until they heard slow knocking from the basement. Knock, 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 every 12 seconds. The countdown began. 10, 9, 8. Suddenly, the TV glitched. Only one date flashed on the screen: December 31st, again. The moment the clock hit 12, the lights went out, the knocking stopped, and then footsteps were heard upstairs. The problem was, everyone was in the living room. Jake opened the basement door. Below was complete darkness, but the walls were covered with old newspaper clippings. Family of 5 disappeared on New Year's Eve, 1972. No bodies were found. House declared unlivable. Then they found an old cassette tape. When they played it, a voice said, "If you are hearing this, it means time did not move forward." At that exact moment, wet footprints appeared on the basement steps, moving upward. Police found only 3 things in the house: Emily's phone, containing the last recorded video, the TV, still frozen at 11:59 p.m., CCTV footage. In the footage, at 12 o'clock, everyone is seen cheering. Suddenly, their faces turn confused. Then, a shadow appears behind the camera. One by one, they walk out of the frame, as if someone is calling them, towards the basement. The house is still sealed today. The government officially states, "Missing persons, no evidence of a crime." But the locals know one thing: every New Year's Eve, the house lights turn on by themselves. And at 11:59 p.m., the basement starts knocking again. Knock, knock, knock.